Hi, everybody. I'm Deacon Dave, and welcome to day 3 of Silence in a Year. So good to be back, and I'm also along with Alicia again today. Welcome, Alicia.
Thank you.
And today's day 3 title is Discover God in the Silence. And not surprisingly, our word of the day is?
Discover.
So why did you pick that word?
So I feel like you have to discover, or maybe discover that God is in your heart. You have to get back into that heart and where is God? And so in order to be able to, so the meaning of discover is an action or process, finding, locating, or uncovering. So you have to discover that God is in your heart and find him there and then uncover him, open him up in your heart. And how do you do that, right? Prayer, adoration.
Love adoration.
Going to mass, participating in the sacraments, right? Going to Eucharist is by far, to me, yes, reconciliation is good. But how do you discover him? Where do you find him? And how do you uncover him in your heart? And then allow him to work through your heart to experience that love that he has for you, right?
I think part of what Cardinal Sarah brings out in this book, Alicia, that I really like is that so often we think we have to cross the sea,
right.
To encounter God. But the reality of what you just described is that the Lord, he dwells up from the very inside of our heart. When we are open to that, he emanates from within, right? And so we're most carried by him, not in all of the external things of the world, but when we discover that we're really carried by a Lord who dwells in our heart.
Right. And when I saw where he talked about, having to travel to distant lands, I think in our own home, our own neighbors, that to me, those are the most challenging places to uncover God because it distracts you, right? You're so consumed by the things of the world that you don't open yourself up to that. Sometimes you have to go away. Well, you can go away in your prayer room. You can go away in mass. You can go away in adoration and just sit and fall in love with him and uncovering him in those places.
I think one of the things that just popped up to me is purpose. So often we as people are trying to find our purpose or our next purpose. Maybe we're a mother and our children have just left the nest and we're trying to figure that out. Maybe we've retired from the job we've had all our life and we're wondering what our purpose is. And so we can be crossing seas and searching everywhere for what our purpose is. But our purpose, it dwells right inside of us. Our purpose is to know and to love and to serve God. And I think what's so beautiful, Alicia, about the silence is that we have to when we're just quiet, he could begin to unveil to us what the next thing it is that we want him to do.
Right.
So do you have a takeaway question? Because if you don't, I do.
So I wouldn't say it's much of a question, but just a statement that, God is there every single day. And if we falter one day, we go back and rediscover him the next day, right? So he's not just a one and done discovery. So just continue to discover God in your heart every day. Because he's there.
I love that. That's beautiful, Alicia. We just celebrated a week or so ago the incarnation, at Christmas. And so the Lord doesn't just come one day a year.
Right.
He comes every single day of the year, and he wants us to discover new depths about who he is, what he's calling us to, and how he wants to love us more deeply.
Right.
So let's go with this question. Are you struggling with maybe finding your purpose in an area of your life or maybe just in your entire life? Encourage you to spend time with God and ask him, Lord, what is my purpose right now in life? And then be patient. Be patient as he reveals that to you, sometimes over years, maybe even in that same moment. But I'm Deacon Dave, and thanks for being with us for day 3 of Silence in a Year. Are you going to say bye, Alicia?
We didn't say our prayer,
Oh, Alicia, thank you for reminding me, Alicia. I come, O Lord, unto your sanctuary to see the life and food of my soul. As I hope in you, O Lord, inspire me with that confidence which brings me to your holy mountain. Permit me, divine Jesus, to come closer to you, that my whole soul may do homage to the greatness of your majesty, that my heart, with its tenderest affections, may acknowledge your infinite love, that my memory may dwell on the admirable mysteries here renewed every day, and that the sacrifice of my whole being may accompany you. All right. This time I'm Deacon Dave, and thanks for being with us on day 3.
Bye.
See you later.